Hello guys and welcome back to another video from Skinsider.gg. Today we are going over the best knives for under $200, starting with the cheapest first and then advancing all the way to the most expensive knife in this video. With that being said, make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoy our content, and I'll see you guys after the intro. Do you want to buy a CSGO skin and get 10 euros for free in return? Well then Gamerpay.gg is the site you want to use. They are a completely free marketplace with 0% selling fees, meaning you get exactly what you listed your skin for. When buying, you only have to pay a fee of 2.5% if you use your wallet balance, and it's a peer-to-peer market, meaning you can still use the skins you have listed on the site. It's a great website if you want to buy and sell your skins. They are highly trusted by big names and have a good Trustpilot rating. Get your 10 euros for free using my link in the description now upon purchasing or selling a skin worth 35 euros or more. If you are scared or not sure yet, I'll also link you our guide where you can find a step-by-step introduction into Gamerpay in the description down below. With that being said, thank you Gamerpay for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to it. Coming to the first knife on our list, we have the Navaya Knife Fade in factory unique condition for 112 euros. A nice looking skin and not much more to say about it. On the second spot, we have the Flip Knife Ultraviolet in field tested condition. It looks a bit rough on the edges, but overall still a nice knife that you can get for 114 euros. Next up, we have the Shadow Daggers Gamma Doppler in factory new with a face 1 or 3 for about $116 or euros. They're about the same price right now, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you can get this one for $116. On the next spot, we again have Shadow Daggers and also Dopplers, but just the normal Dopplers in factory new condition, also with a face 1 or 3. You can get these ones for about 2 euros more, so $118 euros. And yeah, a nice looking pair of knives, although some do not like Shadow Daggers, so let's get on with the next knife. On the sixth spot, we have the Bowie Knife Autotronic in field tested condition for $119. The Autotronic, obviously a nice looking skin, and the Bowie knife is quite massive, so if you like this, then definitely the one to choose. And again, for $119, it's not too expensive. On the next spot, we have the Flip Knife Black Lemonade in field tested. A very clean skin, not too noticeable, just a clean, simple skin for around $122. Next off, we have the Gut Knife Gamma Doppler in factory new condition with a face 1 for $128. Again, gut knives might not be everyone's type, but this knife is still good looking and doesn't cost too much money. Next off, we have one of my favorite budget knives, which is the Gut Knife Fade in factory unique condition, and for 128 euros you can own this exact knife. Again, Fade knives always look nice. This one looks very clean, but if you're not a gut knife fan, then let's get to our next knife. Our next knife is the Huntsman Knife Crimson Web in field tested condition for $131. I like the field tested Crimson Webs because it always looks like there's blood left on the blade. So if you're into that, which is kind of weird now in retrospect, but whatever, you can get this one for $131. On the 11th spot, we have the Default Survival Knife for $145. It's not really much I can say about this knife other than it's the default survival knife with no skin, and if you like this, you can have it for $145 on Gamerpay.gg, and make sure to use our link to get 10 euros off on your first purchase. On the 12th spot, we have the Flip Knife Freehand in factory new condition for $148. I like the Flip Knife a lot, and also the freehand skin, and it's factory new, so I guess pretty nice knife for $148. Next off, we have another default knife, which is the Ursus Knife Default, no skin, for $158. On the 14th spot, we again have an Ursus knife, which is the Ursus Knife Ultraviolet in minimal wear condition for about $158. It's a bit rough on the edges, like the other Ultraviolet, but relatively nice looking, and for $158, a really good investment in my opinion. Next off, we have a Bowie Knife Tiger Tooth in factory new condition for only $159. Again, Bowie knife, a bigger knife, but Tiger Tooth, a very nice skin, and if you want to have this one, you can get it for $159. On the next spot, we have another Fade skin, which is the Shadow Daggers Fade in factory new condition for $159. Nice looking skin, Fade, can't really go wrong with this one, and yeah, grab it for $159 if you want to. Next off, we have the Huntsman Knife Tiger Tooth in factory new condition for $166. We're slowly creeping towards the $200 mark, and this one is on the more expensive side of knives for this episode, but it's a very nice nice looking knife, and $166 for this one. Next off, just 1 year or more expensive, is the Bayonet rust coat in battle scarred condition for $167. Now I know rust coats are a bit controversial, but this one is a bayonet, and a bayonet for under $200 is a nice knife to have. And well, if you like the rust coat, you like this look, then the battle scarred one can be bought for $167. On the next spot, we have the flip knife Autotronic field tested for $173. It's a nice looking knife. I don't want to say too much about it because we have plenty more to come. On the 20th spot, we have the stiletto knife Ultraviolet in minimal wear condition for $178. The stiletto knife was made famous by Zippo a little bit, so these have gained quite a lot of value over recent months. And if you like this knife, then the Ultraviolet might just be the one for you, and you can have it for $178. Next off, we have the Falchion knife Marble Fade in factory new condition, the first Marble Fade skin of today, and you can get this one for exactly $181. On the 22nd spot, we have the Paracord knife Crimson Weapon field tested condition for $182. A nice looking knife, which I personally like a lot, and I think it's a well-deserved spot on our list today. Next off, we have another field tested Crimson Web knife, which is the Survival Knife Crimson Web in field tested condition for $182 also. On our next spot, we have another gut knife, which is the Autotronic in factory new condition for $183. Coming to our 25th spot, we have the Falchion knife Autotronic in factory new condition for $184, which is a nice looking knife in my opinion. After this, we have the Survival knife Slaughter in minimal wear condition for $186, which isn't much more expensive than the previous knife and also looks very nice in my opinion. On the 27th spot, we have yet another Fade in factory new condition, which is the Falchion knife Fade in factory new condition, and you can get this one for about $189. On our next spot, we have the Bowie knife, so the bigger knife again, and this time we have the Slaughter in factory new condition for also $189. The next knife also has the same price tag, so $189 again, and this one is the Talon knife Night Stripe in field tested condition, and a Talon knife for this price is a good choice in my opinion. One knife that I'm a big fan of, so if you want to get this one, it's going to be $189. Next off, we have the Falchion knife Doppler in factory new condition, the cheaper faces you can get for about $190. On the 31st spot, we have the flip knife Crimson Web in field tested condition for $192. Coming to the last 5 knives of today's video, we have the Bowie knife Marble Fade in factory new condition, which is definitely also one of my favorites of this list, and it's going to set you back about $194. Right behind this one, we have another Bowie knife, which is the Doppler factory new in phase 3 for about $195. Just $1 more expensive, we have the Stiletto knife Case Hardened in field tested condition for $196, and if you find a good pattern, you might just be lucky. With a little bit of blue on there, this one can look quite decent. Coming to our top 3 of today's video, we have the Huntsman knife Marble Fade factory new for $198 on our 35th spot, which is a very nice looking clean knife with a nice skin on it. So if you want to get this one, make sure to pay $198 and not much over that price. Second to last, we have the Huntsman knife Doppler in factory new condition with a phase 1 or 3 for about $198 again, so just short of the $200 mark. And on our last spot, we have yet another Huntsman knife, which is gonna be the Gamma Doppler in factory new with a phase 1 for $200, and the phase 1 looks really nice on the Gamma Dopplers, especially on the Huntsman knife, and I'm a big fan of this knife. And this knife is also going to be the last one of our list today. I hope you found one of the knives in here that you can purchase and play a lot. If you want to go even cheaper and don't have $200 available, make sure to also check out our knives for under $100 videos, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy our content, and use our link for gamerpay.gg in the description down below. This is where we found most of these prices, and you can get $10 for free if you use our link and buy or sell a skin worth more than 35 euros. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. My name is Tony from Skinsider.gg, and I'll see you in the next video.